Hey, y'all get in here. Listen, get in here, get in here, get in here. Please. There has been a gossip explosion. The gossip has exploded, and so we are here. I know it's earlier than I normally come in anymore. Not like back in the day, because y'all know in the beginning, child, we could be in here 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, in the afternoon, back again at night. And it ain't like that no more. But right now, we got to be in here because apparently the gossip has exploded. Somebody swallowed dynamite with a lit fuse because everything is happening, okay? I'm so glad to see y'all. Hey, high mental abilities. You like my intro? Please hit the like button. Help me out. Hey, Jim Bunny, what's going on? Happy Monday. Bianca the Beautiful is in the house. Hey, Bookie Boops. Malaya Lachelle, how you been, girl? Good to see you. You know, I got to greet everybody. I'm starting from the bottom today. Hey, Aries Diva, how you doing? Happy Monday. Listen, like this video, share this video. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. So it's still trying to storm and rain over here. Like, I don't know what's going on. It don't want to stop. So, you know, I may as well come in here and talk about these other people's business. Miss Weedy Pooh, how you doing? Hey, Miss Nisi. Trina Taylor is in the house. How you doing? Let's make sure we got everybody. I think we did. Hey, Kane TV. Our Ivorian sister is in the house. What's going on, boo? Good to see you. Hey, DS. Listen, I know the hair is abysmal. It's okay. Y'all gonna have to get past it today because mess is going on. So, yesterday evening, right before we came in here to talk about Potomac, Jay-Z made headlines because Tony Busby, that same lawyer from over there in Texas that claimed he's got 120 cases against Diddy and all that, has put out a case and included Jay-Z's name. Well, I told y'all then I didn't want to talk about that yet because I wasn't sure about all the ins and outs and missing pieces. And surely, while we were live talking about Potomac, more stuff went to coming out. Jay-Z actually responded. Then we got more stuff today that has developed. So we got to talk about that. Drake is in trouble, child. I don't know. Y'all say a prayer for y'all little snow princess from Canada, baby. He is in all kind of trouble. So let me just tell you that. Apparently, there's a new witness that is popping up and things are starting to look a certain kind of way. So we got to discuss that too. Also, y'all Akademiks done got embarrassed real bad. Another content creator, he's more of a music commentator, ScruFace Jean, wrote a diss track. It was embarrassing. We're going to cover that because I was clutching my pearls. I had to put them on in order to clutch them. That's how bad it was. Yes, the snow princess from Canada. Hey, Raphael, 1819, how you doing? Listen, hold on. Let's make sure we don't lose our Instagram people. Let's make sure we don't lose our folks from Instagram, because y'all know that YouTube does not always put out notifications. Some of y'all are in Discord, so you'll always know when I go live, and some of y'all not. So, you know, hey, it's like that. Wait a minute. Let me see if we can grab who's in there so we don't miss anybody. Hey guys, on Instagram, we are live on YouTube right now. So we got to discuss what's going on with Jay-Z in this situation. The fact that he is like, pow, shooting right back at Tony Busby. I don't know what the turnout is going to be. I don't know what the result is going to be. Bianca, the most beautiful moderator on the planet, is also moderating my Instagram chat. So anybody who's here, make sure y'all show Bianca some love. Hey, Taylor Gang, we live on YouTube. Come on over. We live right now. Wilbur Beecham, girl, where you been? Get on YouTube right now. You got a whole wrench in my chat. Get to work. Hey, Miss Patrice, we live on YouTube. Y'all come on over. So we got to discuss what's going on. Hey, what's going on, Courtney? Come on over to YouTube. We live. So we got to discuss what's going on with this Jay-Z case and everything he said. And I'm sorry, but it looked a certain type of way. We got to discuss it. We got to discuss the XXX Tentacion murder case because That's about to get back in the courts, and they saying it's a new witness, and it don't look good. And we got to discuss what the Joe Budden podcast had to say about that. Also, Akademiks has been thoroughly embarrassed by ScruFace Jean, and we got to talk about that too, y'all. The gossip has exploded. All we can do is try to keep up. So y'all come to YouTube so we can talk about it. I'm about to end this live on Instagram. If you don't come to YouTube, you're gonna miss everything. All right. So let me jump out of here. Boom, boom, and back over here with y'all. Baby cooked him raw with no seasoning. Cooked him raw with no seasoning. I'm gonna just say this. I have seen people get embarrassed, but I've never seen like YouTube content creators embarrass each other like that. I know ScruFace did write a diss between him and Knox Hill. They kind of went back and forth, but this was way worse than that. Hey, D Seratinas, y'all hit the like button, put your like number in the chat. Y'all know the like lottery is always in effect. You never know what I'm gonna call a number. Okay. Now, numbers ain't been called the last few lives because my likes ain't been where they supposed to be. Raphael says ScruFace cooked them. And that was pretty much the general consensus across the board. I saw like literally only one person that reacted to, all right, Kendall's back. Okay, girl, with your ranch. How you doing? Y'all, please also hit your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. Circle with the heart emoji. Send up my bubbles. You know I'm sensitive, and I'm going to need that. Okay, Rochelle. Hey, sis. Thank you for being like number 29. Happy Monday. Kendall, thank you for being 31. Listen, I know Kendall be on top of my likes, too. Straight up. So, look, I have literally only heard one other content creator that kind of had criticism for ScruFace. I don't know where it came from, but I ain't touching it. So let's deal with Drake issue first. Let's get him out the way, because at this point, the Snow Princess always got something going on, and I'm real tired of him, to be very honest. So first things first, Joe Budden podcast was the first ones that really made a statement saying that they had heard that be nice. Thank you for being 33. Yes, this is a hot December. It is a hot, sticky, nasty December. Okay, Kendall said it's 11 of y'all that need to hit the like button, and I need y'all to help me. I'm not even joking. Please hit the like button, okay? But so Joe Budden podcast was the first ones that was just like reporting that somebody from Drake's camp was talking like he was in danger of something. So I was like, please tell me that this is not what we're doing. Please tell me we're not at the point where he's being dramatic. And now his life is in danger, or something's going to happen to him. Hey, Nene Ashley, how you doing, gorgeous? Thank you for being number 36. So, yeah. That's kind of what's been going on is, those type of conversations. Let me see if I can pull this up, because y'all got to hear this. I'm gonna try to get to the minute mark. I know who has it, so I'm gonna try to go from there. Hold on. I want to make sure y'all can hear it.
Get out the game. This is your moment to exit out the game.
Hold on. It's just going to be audio, y'all.
Owns the majority of the culture point. Billions of dollars. And yeah. This, no, just likes.
Okay.
On the petition itself, what do you think the result is going to be? No, just very short form, because he hasn't been here, and he has a very unique point of view.
I'll be quick about this. I think it's a mistake. I've talked to some people in this camp, and I'm worried for him. I'll say that.
Really?
Okay. Very worried.
Not going to detail. Okay.
Yeah, very worried. Settle fast, both sides. Yeah. Well, when you're suing for up to multiple billions of dollars, and y'all talked about it, but like when the Chinese owns 20% of UMG and Bill Ackman, this is like
now the Chinese after him.
Even a culture point. If we don't own any of the labels or media, what culture? Tencent owns the majority of the biggest beneficiaries of the shit. Like they Chinese, and to be suing for $2 and $3 billion and knowing what that catalog is worth, man, it's some scary shit. Michael Jackson, man, all over again.
You ain't no Michael Jackson. Y'all hear this?
Somebody in this camp was like, "Yo, if something happens to him, no, it wasn't. Yo, it was not accidental. I want to move from it, but I said that pods ago. Yes, I said get out the game."
So y'all see how they was trying to spin it. I ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah, Joe Budden them, you want to hear the whole thing, go to their podcast and you can hear what they had to say. Now, first of all, ain't no Chinese people out to get him. If the princess is thinking about touching himself or getting friendly with a razor blade or some poison or take some flying lessons off the side of a building, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I will tell you what it probably got something to do with. Now, this ain't gossip that came to me. This is gossip that I heard over on ScruFace News this morning. Okay? Right. Not even in the same universe with Michael Jackson. Y'all, please like this video, share this video. Okay? Like and share. Hold on. Let me check my likes. Wait. Before I tell you everything else that I done heard. Okay? Because y'all know I don't mind telling you what I heard. But what I'm going to need is my likes and my bubbles. I don't see nobody's bubbles. And I know y'all tripping with these likes. Do I need to do another Chinese lesson? Because you know I will get on my Duolingo and I'll practice Chinese. What we doing? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for my bubbles because I'm not playing. Okay. But let me tell y'all what I have heard, okay? Like I said, this gossip did not come directly to my inbox, but I got this from over on ScruFace News. So please go like, subscribe, comment. They a little crazy, but enter at your own risk. So over on ScruFace News, I heard this morning that there's supposed to be another witness in the XXX Tentacion case. Yes, the murder case of that young man, Jase. What was his last name? Onfray, I believe is his name. Lil Jase, the little rapper. So listen, I'm hearing that there's a woman who's supposed to be a witness in that case that's popping out. They got to pop out and show Negroes, and apparently she popping out and she's a witness against Drake. So this don't look good, especially considering that the young man, Mr. Williams, is getting that appeal pushed through, and he's supposed to be getting a new case. And all of the information that was suppressed that kept Drake out of it is not going to work anymore. UMG is no longer footing the bill. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I will tell y'all it don't look good for the princess, okay? So y'all say prayers, please, for Princess Snowflake from Canada. I don't know how he, she, it, they, them is going to survive this, but that just kind of is what it is. Now, speaking of court, yes, Raphael, that's what the people is saying. Aries Sun, thank you for being like number 45. That is what the people are saying, okay? Now, speaking of court, we had a little something that jumped off in social media last night. We had the information from NBC News. Let me go and pull it up so I can be reading it as it happened yesterday, which was, hold on. This is how it came out. NBC News reported that Jay-Z was accused of forcibly assaulting, y'all know we can't say the R word, a 13-year-old girl with Diddy in the year 2000, according to a civil lawsuit. That's what was put out. Now, the story that happened, right, Malaya, Poe X, and Poe his mama too, Poe Cleopatra, I feel for her. She's a pretty lady. That boy looked just like her. But the story that came out was that this 13-year-old girl went to the MTV VMAs, that she had somebody drop her off and she didn't have a way in, and she was trying to talk to anybody she could to get into the VMAs in New York City, that she wasn't able to get in. She claimed that a driver approached her. Hey, Christian Key, thank you for being like number 51. She claimed that a driver approached her that was supposedly Diddy's driver, and said that Diddy was looking for somebody like her, like she fit the the description of who he was looking for, the type of girl, like he was his type or something that he was looking for, right? And that the driver drove her to Diddy's after party. Now, people are saying that his after party was in New Jersey. I don't know. People have pulled up pictures where Jay-Z was at an after party in Manhattan. Again, I don't know. I wasn't there, and I don't know none of these people. I'm just telling y'all what was said. So now, after all that, the girl said that when she got to this party, that she was served a drink. She said that she got dizzy. This is what Tony Busby, the lawyer, is alleging. And y'all know Tony Busby. This is Mr. 3,000 people came to me about Diddy. And I went through all the cases, and only 120 people was telling the truth. And it was 60 men and 60 women, and all that sound crazy to me. But again, I don't know these people. I'm just telling y'all what's being said. Okay? Tony Busby says that this client of his is saying that she was served a drink and she got tipsy and she didn't feel good, like it was making her real dizzy, like she was, basically implying that somebody slipped her a Mickey, is what Tony Busby is saying that the young lady is saying. Okay? Now, with that being said, she said she went to go lay down because she felt like she needed to lay down, and she went to some place to lay down. She said when she went to go lay down, that Diddy and Jay-Z walked in the room, and Diddy says, "You're ready to party." I'm not even gonna give my opinion on that. You're ready to party. And that at that point, after Diddy says you're ready to party, that Jay-Z stripped her down, held her down, and forcibly assaulted her. That is what she claimed happened. And said that it was a woman in there with Diddy watching while it happened, and that after that happened, then Jay-Z and the woman watched while Diddy assaulted her. And that after that, that he tried to force her head down to his crotch. Y'all know I'm not going to talk dirty on my channel. I don't like that. But I'm trying to tell you what the young lady said happened. That he tried to force her head down to his crotch. And that while he was forcing her head down to his crotch, that somehow she reached up and hit him in the neck real hard, and that he let her go, and they just let her walk out. That's what she said happened. Okay? Now that's what Mr. Busby is saying that the young lady said took place. Now, you take that for what it's worth. I'm not even going to ask y'all what y'all believe or don't believe, because I'm not getting into that on this channel. This is not the court of law. I'm not a lawyer, and most of y'all ain't either. So I'm not doing that. I'm just telling y'all what was said. So then, barely minutes later, in my opinion, because the response was so quick, we get a response from Jay-Z. We get a response from Mr. Sean Carter. And I'm going to read y'all what Mr. Carter said in his official response yesterday evening. Okay? He said, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. This is what Mr. Carter says. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Okay. I agree, girl. I'm with you. Happy to be happy. Thank you so much for being number 53. Patricia, thank you for being 55. He also goes on to say, these alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by the ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Not the cheap suit. Hey, Vicky Black, thank you for being number 56. Monica, thank you for being 57. You have made a terrible error in judgment. This is where, to me, it gets a little dark. If I was Tony Busby, I would be making sure all my T's was crossed and my I's were dotted, because this sounds like you're going to end up in a little bit of a problem. If you don't have any type of proof, evidence, if you've done anything untoward, Mr. Busby, I don't think at this point in this response, things get dark. Mr. Carter said, you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play those types of games. We have very strict codes of honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. So to me, it seems like at that point, in my humble opinion, the response got a little dark. It's got a little dark. But I want to point something out before I move to the next part of this story that has developed today. High mental abilities, I got that feeling. I got a very, very sneaking suspicion that this ain't going to go well for Mr. Busby, okay? One, the first thing I want to point out is this case was originally filed back in October, but in October, it only listed Puffy's name. It did not list Jay-Z's name, because at that time, he sent Jay-Z a demand letter. Now, Mr. Busby has since claimed that, oh, no, I didn't ask for no money. I'm going to go on record and say, Mr. Busby, I don't believe you. I don't. Because if it were not an issue of you asking for money, why would you have withheld his name from the first lawsuit? That doesn't make sense. And from my experience, when things don't make sense, it's because it's not true. What reason would you have to withhold his name from the original lawsuit that you filed in October? There's only one reason you would have done that. It's because you were hoping that he would come to the table with you and write you a check. Now, the problem with that is we just read in Mr. Carter's response to you that he is a self-proclaimed project baby. And by that, he's making it very clear that he's known hustlers and you will not hustle him. That is what he's saying. Now, I'm not saying you're a hustler, Mr. Busby. Don't come sue me. I got nothing for you. I'm simply stating what this man is implying, that you are a hustler. He's seen your kind before, and he's giving you no money. Now, he did say not one red penny, and that's what I read. Miss Sparkle, thank you for being like number 63, sis. Thank you for being number 60, U.S. Army brat. Now, that's what I heard. Why else would you need to mention that you are from the projects in Brooklyn? I myself am not a project baby. Never been there. Never spent the night in the projects. However, I've hung out in the projects. Like, don't get me wrong, okay? Shout out to everybody from Marion Manor, Spring Manor, Green Gables, West Ocala. Stand up. However, myself, I am not a project baby, but by him letting us know that he is very much a project baby, I feel like he is making a very, very clear statement. He's letting you know he is not Hollywood. He's told you with quotation marks, he's not like the other celebrities. And he's prepared to make you understand how different from the other celebrities that he is. Now, one more thing that I want to point out, right? Y'all hit the like button. One more thing I want to point out to you. Did y'all catch the response to this? This is how y'all Snow Princess from Canada was supposed to respond when Kendrick said that, you know, hey Drake, I heard you like him young. That's how you supposed to respond. See, that's what make people believe you. Now, when Kendrick said, say Drake, I heard you like him young. Had Drake said, I don't know who you playing with, and I'm gonna catch you in the street. Anywhere I see you, you could drop your location. I'm gonna beat your tail. I'm gonna deal with you. I ain't what you used to. Then we would have been like, come on now, you ain't had to do him like that. Now he want to fight you. But when you start calling lawyers and crying, it says to me that, you know, it's something to this. You know, when you do a hard part 6 and say, oh, I fed you that. I knew you was going to use the Epstein angle. Oh, Millie Bobby Brown. That's when people start looking at you like, this don't, something about this ain't, you know? So that's how you're supposed to respond. But I'm going to tell you something else. Now, on this, back to this. When you filed a suit, Mr. Busby, in October, and you left Jay-Z's name out and sent him a letter instead, you've made an error, because now I'm looking at you like, okay, so once he refused to pay you, then you do it as if you thought this was somehow going to scare this man. That man is a project baby, and he's telling you with the billions of dollars, he's still a project baby. Meaning, it don't matter if he got $1 billion, you can't have $40. You can't have it. You just can't have it. Now, not only that, there's still a woman that you claim was in the room. There's a female celebrity that you are accusing as well, but you haven't listed her name, which is making me feel like you sent a letter to her too to get some money. Now, some people are assuming that it's J-Lo. Some people are assuming it's Mary J. Blige. It could be either one. It could be neither of the two. But whoever the female celebrity is, maybe she got scared and just wrote a check, because I don't even want my name in this. Because if we're being honest, this ain't something you want your name involved in. Makeup Addict say, he said, don't let this suit fool you. That's exactly what it said. Oh, Busby is absolutely shady. I've been saying for the longest, I believe, and I'm going to say it right here in public, I believe that Tony Busby works for Diddy. I said it. I believe it. I put my thumbprint on that. And I feel like I can say that without fear of any remuneration, because it's just my opinion. I believe by the way that Tony Busby is carrying himself, he works for Diddy. I feel like he's pushing a bunch of weird, strange cases with no proof and salacious headlines, so that no matter who comes up against Diddy, nobody's going to believe it. We watched this whole thing play out where people in the general public believed everything that was coming out against Diddy. And the more ridiculous the claims have become, more and more people are saying, oh, I don't know if I believe that. I only believe Cassie. And I personally do not believe that everybody's lying on Diddy. I don't. But I believe with people like Tony Busby there, he's making sure that people who are telling the truth are not going to make it to the surface. That's just what I think. I think he's also trying to muddy the waters and taint the jury pool, because this case, if it goes to trial, and I'm sure it will, you got to get 12 jurors. Good luck getting 12 jurors who have not been watching social media, not watching TV, not hearing rumors and scuttlebutt about this case and all these civil cases that are coming up. There's absolutely no way. High Mental Ability says, yep, you called it, Seanitra. At the very least, you knew he was a sleazy, lying lawyer. Yeah, I knew. I said it from the beginning. Tony Busby is a scumbag and a cheat. And listen, this is something I want to say too, because I've said it elsewhere, but I don't think I've had the opportunity to discuss it here on my front porch, okay? But personally, what I'm thinking, y'all, I believe that Jay-Z has something to do with setting up Diddy. That's all I'm going to say. I believe that. Something in my heart is telling me Jay set that man up. And it would not surprise me or shock me one bit if this was not Diddy's idea. Like, try to throw Jay in it, because I'm sure at this point he's like, Jay-Z ain't tried to come see me, visit me. He pretended like he was my friend. He ain't checked on my kids. None of that. I believe Jay-Z sat down with them clear people and said, I'll help you get him. That's what I believe. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing against Jay-Z, sir. Please don't send nothing to my house. I don't have no money. I can't compete with you, sir. I can't do nothing with you. Divine, thank you for being like number 64. Tracy, thank you for being 66. I can't do nothing with you, sir. Please don't come after me. I'm simply saying that I believe that you had something to do with setting Diddy up. I believe Diddy did a lot of dirty stuff. I believe you know where a lot of the bodies were buried. And I believe you helped them feds go get him. Now, am I saying you wrong for that? Not necessarily, because he's a scumbag. Diddy needed to go to jail. Ain't no skin off my nose. I ain't got much of a nose, but ain't no skin off it. I'm just saying that I feel like this situation has way more layers than we're ready to even discuss. I don't think people are ready to discuss how many layers there are here. Be Nice say, who's really behind Busby? Exactly. I think Diddy is behind Busby. I think so too. I absolutely think so. Ain't nobody gonna convince me one time that Tony Busby is not working for Diddy. I really believe that if a forensic accountant went through Tony Busby's bank accounts and books for his law firm, they're gonna find a paper trail that leads back to Sean Combs. I believe that. All these weird cases and trying to get celebrities to pay this money, and something about it just seems it just seems off. But let me tell y'all what else has happened. But wait, there's more. Child, the gossip has exploded. The gossip has exploded. So this is what else is going on. Now, according to TMZ, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, and y'all know Alex Spiro, that's a shark, baby. He filed a motion this morning. The documents argue fair is fair. It is not consistent with justice, fairness, or the rules of governing federal proceedings for the plaintiff and her counsel to smear Jay-Z's good name. They also emphasize Jay-Z's impeccable reputation. Notice he has never faced accusations of sexual misconduct, which he hasn't. Stabbing somebody, yes. Sexual misconduct, no. Jay-Z further requests that if the judge does not compel the accuser to reveal her identity, the case should be dismissed altogether. Okay? So, yeah. I don't think you have any expectation of anonymity when you're making such accusations. I don't think that works, because from 2013 and now that's 24 years later, 24 plus 13, that'll make you 37. So you would be 37 years old, baby. You almost 40. Hold on. 2000? Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. There's no reason for you to be anonymous. All right, Kendall. But yeah, so now Alex Spiro is like, we gonna need the name. We're gonna need the name. And I think that that's no more than right for a lot of reasons. Not only because you can't smear somebody else and keep your face clean. It's almost like the old saying we used to have out in the country. You can't beat my behind and leave yours home. You got to bring some to get some. So what it really comes down to is that part of it. You smearing me, but keeping your face clean. That won't work. Hey, Clyde Jones, hit the like button, cuz. Tear it up. That ain't gonna work. And the other thing is, the people that you are accusing while trying to get a paycheck have a right to investigate you, who you are, where you possibly were during that time period. They have a right to discover on their own, hire investigators, hire experts to determine, were you even in that city at that time? Were you at said party? Was their client there when you were there? They have a right to try to find surveillance videos to see if you left with who you say you left with. They have a right to investigate it. And the other thing that really kind of, stuck in a lot of our minds, a lot of content creators, mine included, was Jay-Z saying, you claiming something this heinous happened. I'm urging you to file criminal charges. This sounds like a criminal case. This ain't no civil case. You claiming somebody did that to a 13-year-old child? Oh, no, darling. We need to be in criminal court. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell y'all this. I wouldn't want to be Tony Busby right now unless you were telling the absolute truth. If you told an word of a lie, darling, precious, sugar dumpling, this does not look good. And I don't want to be you right now. I do not. I feel like you might have told one lie too many and you lied on the wrong type of celebrity. I just don't know. I don't know. Okay? Something about it just don't seem right. This don't seem right. This is Jay-Z is a whole different entity and is I think that's a very creepy, scary man. And before I would have told a lie on that very creepy, scary man, I would have made sure I had all my ducks in a row. I wouldn't do it. Unless I knew I was on the side of the angels, I wouldn't do it. But, you know, what do I know? Who am I? Who am I? I'm just somebody's mama and grandmama. What do I know? So, moving right along, y'all say a little prayer for Tony Busby. You know, may the Lord watch between me and thee. That's all I can say. Now, y'all, we got to discuss Akademiks, Academy. You know, we call him so many colorful names over here on the front porch. He has been completely embarrassed. Y'all, this is bad. So ScruFace Jean decided he was going to respond to DJ Akademiks' 30-minute rant about him calling him a fan, among other things, on his platform. He basically, you know, tried to little boy him and son him. And personally, I don't think that was the best thing to do, especially considering DJ Akademiks' track record when confronted by other men. When men confront him, he doesn't do well. So I don't understand why he would do that. I mean, even if the man is a gay male, he doesn't do well. We all saw what happened when Saucy Santana called him out. He literally sat in his chair, soaked in bosom and butt sweat and cried in front of a camera. We watched him cry over Saucy Santana. So the fact that he would do this with ScruFace, I found it a little interesting. So we're going to take a look at this diss track because I was entertained. I was very entertained. I think you will be too. So let's go ahead and pull this up and let's have a little look-see. Let's have a little look. Let's watch it together. Okay? Let's go ahead and share this screen. And shout out to ScruFace Jean. If you like music, news, reactions, and stuff, please go and subscribe to this young man's channel. Please, pretty please, with a cherry on top. I find him to be very entertaining. And I will warn y'all in advance, he did do a bit of cursing in this one. There's a little bit of cursing that went on in here. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. But that's okay. We're going to act like it didn't happen for the day. Okay? Just for the day. We're going to act like we didn't hear no cussing. All right? So let's skip it and let's get into it.
Yeah, you know me. We go back. Y'all know that though. So like Drake, Drizzy. I mean, you can't depend on everyone, but I guess I can always depend on this drink. I can always depend. You never left me lonely. After everything, I need to take a shot.
Yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. Imposters getting lost cause I can like they thorough. You wanna know how you not a prize of your girl? You gotta argue that you a prize with your girl. Hammer shit the fucking banana clip like a lil moon. If you suspicious, chop touch you bitches and make a lil boom. Them lil coons could try to defend you and get the steal too. 17 shots, but would you believe there's still two? Can't move, looking for help, but your homie still two. You still too old to be acting like you still two. My rapping ass gon' hit like the Shack attack. This still two, I steal you with them in your pockets. Bitch, I steal two. Professor, and this is your lecture. A new semester. When we pressure, feel the pressure like sitting by Vic Mensa. Oh, I like that. Now you gon' have to bump this with an ice pack. Nobody in your live chat gon' help you get your life back. I might snap and I ain't no gangster, but bitch, I'll fight back. Make money off of bodies like you did on War in Chirac. Niggas let you slide, but if they ride, then you a nice pack. But they might slide and touch you like unlocking an iPad. My bad, lots of gun bars, but bitch, I got to pop two and drop two like Drizzy with the lawsuit.
Now, how Drake catching strays in this? He said, I'll pop two and drop two like Drizzy with the lawsuits. Now, hold on, Screw. Drake ain't did nothing. How he getting strays? Hey, Desiree Soko, she said ScruFace is hilarious. He is. This is, oh, I'm going to let him finish, y'all. That was a lot. That was a lot.
What did Maul do? Was it that Drizzy call dude? Just like your next bitch. Mad at the next chick you talk to. Hit you in the face on cam, like your girl did. Hit you in the face with the can, like your girl did. Make you look like less of a man, like your girl did. Pull your plug in front of your fans, like your... You corny spoke on me for like 30 minutes. You bore me, need to get low and ignore me before we get the low from Rory. A lot of your fans ain't even your fans, and that's just tough luck. When they kill your ass in the chat, that's just tough love. I've seen you do some...
You know what? You know what? That's a valid point. If you ever go to Akademiks chat, the people in his chat do not like him. They be cussing him out, roasting him. They call him worse names than me. He ain't wrong. He's not wrong. God dang.
Big things and they ain't even buck up. I noticed that they way more excited when you fuck up. That's fucked up, cause when you luck up, them niggas simmer down. They typing act got a weird case. Why? He's still around. I'm just a random fan. You obviously lying when both them pages that you said that on are smaller than mine. Just hit a face of...
He got you there too, Akademiks. He got more followers than you, and you called him a random fan. That's cold.
Pick the place, pick the debate, or pick the ring, and I'ma show up like Drake never does for your stream. Boy, that's mean, cause you ride for that nigga and his team. Boy, it's sad. Wait, do you even got a picture with your king? Try to lie, but we all know that shit is hurting you. If he even stood next to you, I bet your world would move. Is there one good reason that he won't work with you? He ain't hiding y'all from the world, he's hiding the world from you.
And Drake
you don't even see he working.
Drake just caught another stray. He ain't hiding you from the world. He hiding the world from you. Ain't that what Drake said about that baby when Pusha T spoke? Oh, Lord, how many other children is he hiding the world from? I guess Akademiks one of them.
You player closest you ever been to Drake was his fucking impersonator. It's crazy why you sit there with your scorpion hat bent. He's dreaming with a dude that ain't no scorpion hat bent.
And it's on Scorpion. What's that? Wait, is that an album name?
Yeah, yes. My name. It's my album.
And if he does it now, it's only cause we said he bitched you. And the whole internet is telling you that ain't official. So if he finally posts that picture of him standing with you, just thank me later. I take care of all of your issues, but honestly, never mind, cause all your views are from a dark lane. What a time to be alive, but no more life after the chop bang, and nothing was the same. You so far gone, you were God, man. You reading this is too late, is what they read when the cops came. You anger folks, like them racist jokes from Andrew Schultz. You the type be saying woke, not knowing what they made it for. Pardon my manners and pardon my grammar, but I'm gonna make you cry worse than Saucy Santana. I said pardon my manners and pardon my grammar, but I'm gonna make you cry worse than Saucy Santana. Around niggas you be bitching, you only tough against women. I'm really starting to think that you see them as competition, or maybe your next victim. I know they want you in prison, you acting like you be pimping, but shorty done got you simping. Coward, you got a yellow belly like the Simpsons, and you just mad them niggas took your bitch, Scottie Pippen. And Drake gonna be mad when that nigga log on and he see, not like us was your number one song.
Set it up to Poppy, I'm gonna get drunk. Roll past the arcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's pop.
Shout out to the Spotify rapper, but you just got wrapped up, yeah. My name is ScruFace Jean, and I'm pretty freaking awesome. And I love you.
Oh Yes, indeed, young man. Hip hop is a sport. Listen, it kind of happened. It kind of happened. Listen, I don't know what to say. Desiree says screw speaking facts and AK that AK lookalike is crazy. X lookalike is absolutely crazy. Kane say worse than Saucy Santana is cold blooded. Absolutely, hell of a drag. And what this is my personal opinion, my take on this. You know, I try to stay out of children's mess because you know this is the channel for the grown folks. Okay, we grown with grown kids over here. However, if I got to speak on the children's mess this time, I'm going to need Akademiks to, you know, if he can find a booth that will fit him. I know he's going to need a plus size booth. I'm going to need him to grease up and slide in there because he was saying he was ready to slide in the booth against Rhapsody, who roasted and toasted. Let's be honest. However, because, you know, she did a freestyle on Sway in the morning. She was on Sway's radio show and she did a freestyle and she clowned him pretty decent. Hey, Terry, thank you for being like number 78, Bookie. Thank you. And so when he heard Rhapsody's freestyle and he felt like she tagged him, he said he was gonna get in the booth. And it's real funny to hear ScruFace say you only act tough with women. So the problem with me would be Rhapsody gave you a couple of lines, he gave you a whole diss track. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because if we being 100% honest here, and all things considered, you Akademiks cannot keep up with Rhapsody. You are no match for Rhapsody. She will cook you, toast you, skin you, fillet you, fricassee, all that. You're gonna be cooked up and served up. ScruFace gave you an entire diss track. I'm gonna need you to grease up and find a booth that you can fit in. Aries D would say grease up and slide in there. I can't. No, he got to. He got to. Oh, dang. Thank you. Kane TV say the Rhapsody freestyle was freestyling and was. So I don't really know how this is going to turn out for Akademiks. You know, thumbs up to you. Come up with something because the people are not finished cooking you. And at this point, I think that, you know, he was angry because of what ScruFace has said, which was the truth. Akademiks is trying to find a way to pivot from this path he's going down with Drake. Like literally, you started off as Drake's biggest criticizer. You said that Drake did not have any classic albums and Kendrick did. You said that Drake was scared of Kendrick, and with good reason. It looks like you were right, and he had every right to be scared of him. Hey, Zane, said thanks to Akademiks, ScruFace just gained a new fan. I'm just saying, I've always liked that young man. He's very, very entertaining. DS said they might just have to make an outdoor studio for him, a whole parking lot. Hello. Like they do the open MRIs. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to get claustrophobia. We don't want you to have an anxiety attack in there if you can't move your shoulders. So, you know, if you need an open air booth, let somebody know. But the reality is he's trying to pivot. You went from saying that, and apparently somebody tugged your coat or dropped a check on you. And so you went head first into this. Drake's the best. My top 5 is Drake, and Drake. And he's the best. He's wonderful. He's the king. He's the snow princess. You know, he's the polar bear princess or whatever you want to call him. And now that this is going down slow and you getting clowned worse and worse, he's absolutely trying to pivot out of that. He's trying to take a more neutral stance. He's trying to speak, you know, on both sides of things and sometimes say things that are somewhat critical of the snow princess from Canada. But now, because ScruFace, you know, made a tweet about it and he knows ScruFace has the following, he felt away. So he went on a 30-minute rant about this man, calling him a fan. He's a random. He don't have nothing to do. And literally ScruFace pointed out, like both pages that you said that from, I got more followers than both of those pages. It was a lot. Desiree say he's going to try and spin it like ScruFace Jean dissed him to get some new followers. Yeah, that's probably what he's going to do, but it's crazy when the person you're dissing has more followers than you. He's not looking for more followers. Yes, unique Melanie. Hey, gorgeous. An open MRI. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. And hey, I'm not knocking you. Not knocking you. You don't want to be somewhere where you can't move your shoulders. We want you to be loose in there. We want you to be loose in there, like your booty, baby. Auntie Eva say, yes, DS. If it's not heated, maybe he'll shrink a little. Okay, so y'all started sniping. Y'all may as well go in the royal family emojis and pull out the sniper rifles. Y'all have started sniping. But I don't know what he gonna do. I know he needs to pivot. He needs to pivot bad. At this point, it looks like Drake is trying to abandon black folks and hip hop culture because we evicted him. Like, we don't want him, and he feels it. And so now he's on a bunch of clear streamers, streams that don't even know his albums. They don't know nothing about you. They don't like you. Hey, Monaco Butterfly, y'all hit the like button. And so I think at this point, Buddy just wants out. He's like, I'm just gonna pivot. I'm going to Australia, and I'm gonna go on, white streams, and we're gonna talk about stake betting. And he said on that same streamers platform that didn't know what his album was. He was like, is that an album? And he's like, yeah, it's my album. Just goofy stuff, asking for W's in the chat, and they kept giving him L's. All that he's going through all of this humiliation, trying to switch lanes, trying to pivot and like transform himself. Y'all know Drake's a transformer. He's trying to transform himself from faux black to faux white boy streamer. Like, I'm not sure what he's trying to give, but he's trying to pivot out of black spaces because we've evicted him, and he no longer feels comfortable. Y'all love to give cookout invites, and apparently y'all have rescinded the invite, and now he feels away. Okay, Jen Bunny said he's gonna be heavy metal or in a rock band. I like rock and roll too much. I don't want him to ruin rock and roll. I really don't want him to do that, but he may try it. He may try it. Unique Melanie, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for being like number 81, girl. It's my first support of the whole day. Thank you. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Hopefully it works. I hope he lands somewhere, because I don't foresee him getting any other really large contracts anytime soon. I think the last one he got is the last one he's gonna get. Okay, so there's that. And right now, Akademiks has got to figure out where he's gonna go. Hey, Lawana Dean, thank you for being like number 83. He's got to figure out where he's gonna go, because attaching himself to Drake was a mistake. You did that to help him, and now he's abandoned you. Won't take a picture with you, will not come on your platform. He won't even call in for you. So Act, you got to figure out something. And as far as Jay-Z and Tony Busby, you got to figure out something, because Jay-Z sounds like he's out for blood, and I believe it's yours. Yeah, that demand letter was a mistake. I think this whole lawsuit might have been a mistake. And Alex Spiro is a lawyer that does not play, absolutely not an ambulance chaser. And I think that Piers Morgan's response to Alex Spiro's letter, not even letter, phone call is what I heard, was enough to let me know that people respect Alex Spiro a whole lot more than Tony Busby. So y'all, again, say a little prayer for Tony Busby. I don't know how it's going to turn out for him either. Terry says that Drake need to stick to acting. I agree. But for right now, Terry, I don't know when you got in, girl, but let me just reiterate. It may be too late for that, because with that XXX Tentacion case, right? With that case, there is another witness that they're saying is coming out. Some lady that's a witness is going to provide testimony against Drake in that case, because y'all know that case is about to end up reignited. One of the young men involved with the shooting death of XXX Tentacion is getting an appeal and a new trial, and all of the evidence that was suppressed for Drake is no longer going to be suppressed. He's suing UNG, so I doubt they're going to protect him this time. I don't think anybody's going to pay the judge. I think he's going to have to face the music. And I think that's why we're getting, word from people close to him in his camp that they're worried about his life, and, the Chinese might be after him, and he's just like Michael Jackson. He went up against the machine, and now they're going to get him. And if something happens to me, I didn't do it myself. You're being dramatic. And I feel like Drake is being dramatic because he heard about this witness. I think so. And I think that's why he's super nervous. I mean, if it were me, I would be nervous too. I would. Hey, Hood Star, thank you for being number 89. So, yeah, again, prayers for the Snow Princess, prayers for Tony Busby. After what ScruFace Jean just did to Akademiks, prayers for Akademiks, because don't know how that's going to turn out. But listen, y'all, does anybody want to pop up? Because if y'all want to do a call in, I got a little time. Anybody that wants to do call in, let me know in the next couple of minutes. Put like a 3 in the chat if y'all want to do call in, and I'll drop the StreamYard because I do want to know what y'all think. If you don't want to type it, you can talk it. Okay. But yeah, it don't look good. Let's just be clear. While y'all trying to figure that out, let me check and make sure we ain't miss no new gossip because things have been exploding lately. Okay. Oh my God. Monaco Butterfly said 3. So let me go ahead and put the StreamYard in the chat. There is new gossip. I don't know how true it is, but let me go on and tell y'all this too while we talk about other people's business. My Peanut is in the chat. She is number 92. Hey, Peanut. And Magaline Lamar is number 91. Hey, sis. So look, new gossip. Now they're saying that Young Thug's friend called one of his homie called one of his friends on a recorded jail phone call and told him to ask Thug and his friends how much money he could get if he attacked YFE and Lucci since they were in the same pod. So I don't know whether that's gonna go anywhere, but that's something that just bubbled up. Why everybody want to, get some money to touch somebody? Everybody want to get paid to go and touch somebody. What's happening?
I'm gonna bless you, bro. See about 500 now. How much the phones is? I'm in Rice Street, son. I know, nigga, they got a phone on them. Yeah, that shit upstairs though.
Oh my God. What is going on? Everybody with the cases, everybody with this for hire stuff. Y'all making me uncomfortable. Stop it. I need y'all to stop it. So that I don't know why that is even saying that happened before or whatever. If it is old, I don't know why it's coming back. Somebody's in the courthouse playing this phone call. It's being played in court. This is being played in court. Yeah. Auntie Eva said we need an interpreter. I didn't, but I kind of cut it because I know a lot of y'all might not have even understood it. But it's getting to be a lot. Let me make sure ain't nothing else happening. Hold on. The StreamYard is out, Monaco Butterfly, and I ain't heard nothing from you. Where you at? Let's make sure we ain't miss no more gossip. Y'all, this is getting to be a lot. And anybody heard any updates on Dirk's case? While we talking about other people's business? Oh, and this just came across me too. They're claiming that the shooter of the United Healthcare CEO, they said that they have identified him. They're saying the suspected has been identified as Luigi Mangione. Hey, Miss Lovely T, thank you for being number 99. So he's saying they saying that they think they got it. To me, that don't look like the same person. That don't look like the same person to me. Maybe because it's the angle of the face. Maybe if I saw like the side profile of this boy's face, I could say it's the same person. So it's a 26-year-old that they're saying is the person who did it. If y'all are been somewhere asleep for the last week or two and you haven't heard, the United Healthcare CEO was popped in Manhattan coming out of a hotel. The suspected shooter knew exactly what door he was coming out of, popped him with a silencer, ran off into Central Park, and escaped. Now, after the fact, the shell casings had, I think they said, delay and deny written on them, which is a nod to a book about the corruption in insurance and healthcare, in health insurance. Delay, deny, depose, I think is the name of the book. I don't know. But either way it goes, they're saying that they have identified this person. What they're claiming is he was taken into custody. Well, not claiming, he was taken into custody after being recognized at McDonald's. Okay, so they're saying somebody at McDonald's recognized him. And apparently they're saying he had a ghost boom, you know, click, clack, boom, a ghost one that was created on a 3D printer. I didn't even know 3D printers could do that. I didn't even know they could do that. Evie said they're not satisfied with what they got Thug on if they running this back. That's the feeling I'm getting with that whole thing with Thug. I'm just like, wow. Hey, Breach M. Lord, Breach say free my boy Luigi. A lot of people are calling Luigi a whole hero. So a lot of people might be wearing free Luigi t-shirts soon. Terry said, I wonder if the young person was a child star or singer Tierra Marie. Oh, you mean the other person they sent the letter to? I doubt it, because Tierra Marie ain't got no money. Whoever else they listed that they're claiming was in the room with Jay-Z and Puffy is somebody with money, because there's no other reason for you to withhold the name. If you recall, when Busby filed that suit in October, he left Jay-Z's name out because they sent a letter hoping to get money. And when Jay-Z said, not giving you a penny, let's go to court, then he said Jay-Z's name. If the female celebrity is not being listed, it's because she wrote a check. Jay-Z refused to. Hey, Debbie Garcia, where you been? We've been talking housewives, and you've been missing in action. We've been having to lean on Deborah Randall, girl. You've been gone. Thank you for being 102, you and Breach. But yeah, so a lot of people are calling Luigi a hero for popping the United Healthcare CEO. It did just come out while we talking about that real quick that they have finally admitted that they were using AI to deny people's claims. So I smell a class action lawsuit coming real soon, and I don't find it to be a coincidence that he was on his way to testify and somebody popped him. So it's making me wonder, making my wheels turn. What did y'all not want him to tell before? You know, what did y'all not want him to tell? Why would you pop him before he could testify? I don't know. I don't know if Luigi's really the guy, or if he is the guy who sent you. Because you were on your way to this guy was on his way to testify about the illegal activities of, you know, possible unethical or possible illegal activities of UHC right before that happened. Zane said, thank you. And same to you, Bianca. Oh, let me get out y'all business. I'm sorry. Be Nice says she's also 40. I don't know. I'm just saying, Terry. I'm just saying. Hey, it could be her. I could see her paying the money so she don't end up in a situation. Hey, Maishi, thank you for being like number 104. So I could see it. I could see it. Then let me tell y'all what else happened this morning. God dang, everything going on this morning. This morning when I rose, Lord. Okay, so TikTok has filed an emergency motion to stop the U.S. ban. Okay, they had to file an emergency motion to stop it. Because if not, it'll be ended next month. Okay. Now, a temporary lifting of the measure would afford the Supreme Court time to determine whether it should review this exceptionally important case. Attorneys for the Department of Justice on Monday urged the federal court to reject TikTok's request for a temporary injunction. The DOJ said it plans to file a formal motion opposing TikTok's request as soon as Wednesday, but the government agency urged the court to reject TikTok's request even before then. Y'all know they want to get them out of here. I think that what's more important is that we look at the legislation involved. It's not just about banning TikTok. By allowing that to pass through, that's going to increase the government's ability to censor everybody on every platform. It's very, very much a slippery slope. Very much a slippery slope. And you got to consider the other aspects of this. It's not just about banning the platform. It's about stopping all of the American people who are making money on that platform. They do not want people being able to make money in those types of ways. They want you to go back to clocking in, barely buying gas to drive to these jobs, and suffering. They need their wage slaves back, especially since that, I ain't gonna get in all that, but that's what's going on too. It's not just about, we think China's spying. Y'all don't care about Chinese spies, because if they did, they would not be allowing all those young military-aged Chinese citizens to be coming in through the southern border. Y'all are not worried about Chinese spies. This is very much about revenue and stopping the money that's coming in on that platform to American citizens and American youth who are making their money not just by creating content, but also with their TikTok shops. So let's keep our eye on this. Let's see what happens. I don't have a TikTok. I'm too old and I don't want to learn new things. But yeah, there's a lot of people who are. And I think the other thing is, when it comes to TikTok, there's a lot of information that gets out on TikTok that can be banned in other places. So it's like on YouTube, we can't even say that somebody lost their life, like just saying regular DIED. We got to say stupid stuff like unalive. I don't know how you can be unalive unless you're saying they're undead, like Nosferatu, but they can censor us more heavily here in different ways. And I just think it's a little too coincidental that the Justice Department involved are the same people who just suffered a staggering loss simply because they could not control what was said on platforms like TikTok and Twitter. So, it is what it is. So y'all kind of be on the lookout. We never kind of will know. We never will know all of their motives. However, there you have it. Oh, and they're also saying that little Luigi had 4 fake IDs and a manifesto on him when they picked him up. Oh, yeah. Luigi, who you work for? Who sent you over there, Luigi? I ain't going to hold nothing against you because a lot of people don't like them, but who sent you? Who sent you? Okay. So listen, that's it. That's all. Ain't nobody hit the StreamYard, so I'm gonna go. If we have another gossip explosion, I will be back. Okay, I will keep my eyes and ears open to see if anything pops off, and if so, we'll be back on this porch to talk. Those of you who are participating in Secret Santa, be on the lookout in your inboxes and whatnot. Today's I will be pulling names after I get off from here, so you will know who you have for Secret Santa. And happy shopping. So listen, y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please make sure you hit the like button on the. All right. Time we go live on this good channel. You want to join channel membership? There is a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also in the description box, we got the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World, which is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time, keeping them safe from guys like Puffy and Drake. Okay, so make sure every girl you know has a copy of that book. All right. We have the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and our classic black and gold or emerald crown designs. And we have the link for our Amazon storefront so we can shop together, and my Amazon wish list in case you want to send me some snacks or pens or notebooks or any type of goodies. I appreciate any and all support. In the meanwhile, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be positive, be productive, be encouraging. Encourage someone else, encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else tells you, God loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later. Bye.